Katie Holmes grew up in a close-knit Catholic family in Toledo, Ohio, excelling academically with a 4.0 GPA and a 1310 SAT score, high enough for Columbia University. But acting called her early. In 1996, a basement audition tape landed her a role in The Ice Storm, leading to Dawson's Creek in 1998. Her portrayal of Joey Potter made her a teen icon, starring in all 128 episodes of the hit series. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise's childhood was turbulent, constant relocations, an abusive father, and struggles with dyslexia. At 14, he briefly considered priesthood, but got expelled for stealing liquor. A high school play ignited his passion for acting, and by 18 he dropped out, moved to NYC, and worked as a busboy while chasing his Hollywood dream. Soon after, he was signed by CAA, one of the biggest talent agencies in the industry. These two worlds collided in a romance that captivated Hollywood until it turned into a Scientology-fueled nightmare. Holmes's secret escape, burner phones, and calls to Nicole Kidman were just the beginning. At 46, she's finally ready to expose the truth behind her marriage to Cruise. Tom Cruise's career took off in the early 80s. He made his film debut in Endless Love and followed it up with Taps. Then came The Outsiders in 1983, bringing him more attention. That same year, Risky Business made him a star. His iconic dance in a shirt and underwear became a pop culture moment. By 1986, Top Gun catapulted him to superstardom, making him a household name worldwide. By the 2000s, Cruise was Hollywood royalty. Premiere magazine named him Hollywood's most powerful actor, and Forbes called him the most powerful celebrity in the world. With a reported $600 million net worth, his films have grossed over $12.2 billion worldwide. But behind the success was a story of struggle. A dyslexic boy who moved too often, a would-be priest who got expelled, and a busboy who refused to give up on his dream. At the same time, Katie Holmes was becoming a rising star. From her Dawson's Creek fame to Hollywood success, she was in a 5-year relationship with American Pie actor Chris Klein. They got engaged in 2003, but by March 2005, they quietly ended things, citing career pressures and growing apart. Just weeks later, Katie was seen in Rome with Tom Cruise. The speed of their romance shocked fans, especially since Holmes had told 17 magazine in 2004 that she once dreamed of marrying Cruise. Now, it was coming true. Then came the moment that defined their relationship in the public eye. On May 23, 2005, Cruise appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show to promote War of the Worlds. Instead, he jumped on the couch, fist-pumped, and shouted about his love for Katie. The audience cheered, but Oprah looked stunned. The clip went viral, shifting Cruise's image overnight. Weeks later, on June 16, 2005, while in Paris, Cruise announced their engagement, just 7 weeks after going public. He proposed at the Eiffel Tower, calling it a magnificent day. Holmes, still wearing her engagement ring from Klein just months earlier, sat beside him, now fully committed to Cruise, and as of June 13, 2005, officially converting to Scientology. Their whirlwind romance moved at lightning speed. In less than 90 days, Katie had ended an engagement, joined a new religion, and agreed to marry one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Then, exactly 1 year after their first public appearance, another milestone changed everything. On April 18, 2006, Katie Holmes gave birth to Suri Cruise at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica. Even before her birth, Suri was making headlines. Tom Cruise had purchased a home sonogram machine, raising ethical concerns among doctors. For 6 months, the couple kept Suri hidden from the public until she debuted on the October 2006 cover of Vanity Fair. That issue sold over 70,000 copies. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise's ties to Scientology ran deep. His introduction to the church came through his first wife, Mimi Rogers, whom he married in 1987. Though their marriage ended, his loyalty to Scientology only grew stronger. Former church members later claimed that Scientology itself played a role in ending his marriages to both Mimi and, later, Nicole Kidman, as neither fully embraced church leader David Miscavige. In June 2005, Tom's devotion to Scientology took center stage during an explosive interview on NBC's Today Show. When Matt Lauer questioned his public criticism of Brooke Shields' use of antidepressants, Cruise dismissed psychiatry as a pseudoscience and claimed there was no such thing as a chemical imbalance. His 14-minute rant became one of the most infamous moments of his career. Nearly 2 decades later, Shields revealed in her 2025 memoir that Cruise later apologized in person, admitting he had felt cornered during the interview and lashed out. She accepted his apology, but called it far from perfect. Tom's deepening relationship with David Miscavige, Scientology's leader, was undeniable. Miscavige was his best man at both his weddings to Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes. Insiders described their friendship as intense, with the two competing over skydiving, tennis, and lavish gifts. Yet, behind Cruise's back, some church members claimed Miscavige mocked him. Others believed Scientology kept Cruise close for his fame, wealth, and influence. The church even gave him a private villa at their secretive Gold Base compound. In January 2008, a 9-minute Scientology video of Tom Cruise leaked online. Filmed in 2004, when he received the church's Freedom Medal of Valor, the video featured Cruise making bizarre and bold claims, including that Scientologists were the only true experts on the mind. Set to dramatic Mission Impossible music, the video sparked ridicule. The church tried to scrub it from the internet, but it was too late. The leak ignited a war. The hacker group Anonymous launched Project Chanology, attacking Scientology's websites and releasing a chilling message. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. While all this was unfolding, Katie Holmes' entire life had changed overnight. She converted to Scientology on June 13, 2005, just 2 months after meeting Cruise. Raised Catholic, her sudden shift alarmed friends and family. During a W magazine interview, she was accompanied by a Scientology representative who controlled the questions, a stark contrast to her earlier open interviews. Close friends were shocked at how fast things were moving. Her childhood best friend, Har Somin, said the transformation deeply strained her relationship with her family. Even her parents, devout Catholics, were uneasy. One friend recalled, "I know her parents had an issue with it. I don't think they were very happy." As Scientology's grip on Katie tightened, her world became more isolated. But soon, she would find a way to break free. By the time Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's wedding took place on November 18, 2006, at Italy's 15th-century Odescalchi Castle, the world had already begun to question the nature of their relationship. The extravagant 3-day event was attended by Hollywood's elite, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez, David Beckham, and featured a 5-tier white chocolate cake and a performance by Andrea Bocelli. But former Scientologist Leah Remini later revealed she saw it differently. She claimed the wedding was more of a PR event for Scientology than a true celebration of love. And for Katie Holmes, the dream life she had envisioned was beginning to feel more like a controlled existence. According to Marty Rathbun, a former high-ranking Scientology official, Katie was being monitored like she was under East Germany's Stasi. Her every move was watched. Even Tom Cruise's own family and staff, including his sisters, were said to be more afraid of Scientology leader David Miscavige than of Tom himself. For 15 years, they reported every detail of Tom's life back to Miscavige. Katie's lack of privacy was becoming suffocating. But things took a darker turn when she discovered that Tom planned to send their daughter, Suri, to Scientology's secretive Gold Base compound in California. Gold Base, located in Gilman Hot Springs, is a massive 200-hectare training facility used to groom Scientology's most loyal members. It is completely isolated from the outside world and tightly controlled. Katie knew she had to act before it was too late. Katie Holmes knew leaving Scientology wouldn't be easy. In June 2012, while in China, she secretly used burner phones to contact her lawyers and Nicole Kidman, who warned her to be careful. She hired 3 law firms in different states to prevent interference. On June 28, 2012, she blindsided Tom Cruise, calling him in Iceland to end the marriage. 2 months earlier, she fired Isabella Cruz, cutting Scientology's access to her business. She filed for divorce in New York, where sole custody rulings were more common, and used an anonymous case name for privacy. The strategy worked. Scientology called it one of their worst moments. With support from Jenna Miscavige Hill, the case settled in just 11 days. Holmes won sole custody of Suri, securing $400,000 per year in child support, but no spousal support. In a 2013 deposition, Cruz admitted Holmes left to protect Suri from Scientology. Court records showed he hadn't seen Suri for 110 days post-divorce. By 2015, Leah Remini praised Holmes for her courage. Holmes had also fought back in 2011, suing Star magazine for $50 million over false drug addiction claims, winning a public apology and charity donation.